Hello everyone, and welcome back to, what is this? Clash of Kings? No, Petty Kings. Hot seat, yes, Petty Kings. With House Durrandon. Let's go ahead and see if... What did I do last time around? Oh yes, I sent the message to, what's he called? Gardener. They want to give me long table. Well, that sounds fine. And I want to accept their offer. Ah! Okay, so they want something in return for that. So I will give them some money in return for that. Thing is, I need some of that. What did I pay for? What can I give? Well, okay. We'll give them something then. I've got 3,300 right now. Long table. We will make single payment of, let's say half then of what we have. 1,500 for that cost. And I will make the offer. Yes, 1,500. So we'll make sure that we'll hopefully that's drawn directly now, or maybe we'll take next turn. Anyways, oh no, what I want to do as well is boom, map information should be part of this. Constantly want maps with my ally. End of turn. House Martell is the best at everything except military, because I'm not fighting as hard as he is. That's the only reason. Otherwise, he would be top dog at everything. Right, so it was long table he wanted to give me. And looking at the situation here, the the gardeners decided not to respond to my my bend the knee or I'll destroy you idea. What's it called? Yes, my proposal that he would bend his knee, or I would destroy him. And he went ahead and did not answer at all. It could be as a due to the fact that I did not answer him when the war started. So I think maybe that's why. What the crap? This is the thing about what's he called? The guy who plays Bolton. Same with really. The same with what's his face? The guy who plays Martell. Both of these guys. And take this in the most this is in a not at all to be an insult, but these two, Martell and Bolton, they are on like an autistic level good at playing this. How could he last time? What did he have last time? So he took how many? He took this. He took this, and this. I think. I can't remember. Did he? I think he had this. But then that means he took this, and this, and this in one turn. Same with Martell. They move really quickly, and they went up against House Gardener, which was, until a certain point, the biggest faction. And yeah, where is Gardener now? Within a few turns, without my help, the smallest faction, which must be said, they were the absolutely smallest faction which seemed at the time with the least potential, has moved in and become the biggest one. And I do think that people would agree that that is a I hope they don't get offended by me saying an autistic level of good. It's like Rain Man good. You know, when he can sort of... it's meant as a compliment, but maybe it's not taken that way. Anyways, right. We cannot let what's the face Boltons take the rest of this, so I need to initiate my plan earlier than I had thought, and so we're gonna go ahead and land our armies in Driftmark in Sharp Point. They have a little bit of a bigger army in Stone Dance, so we're gonna have to wait a bit about that. But looking at the force, it seems that most troops are here, so we're gonna land most of the infantry here, or a lot of the infantry. We still need some infantry to land on the other island. And then we'll take these two cavalry and the more experienced general, and he will land on this island, lay siege, declaring war as well. And I'm not sure, should I land more knights here? The thing is, this only has one unit, so maybe I should land some more of the knights. We don't really need that many on the other, so we'll land 2 extra units, just in case. Then the rest will go to Driftmark. The remaining army will land Driftmark, lay siege to Driftmark, and that's that. And we're going to siege the ports, just cause we can. Oh, there's actually a navy there. Maybe I should fight that. I cannot. Let's fight with this then, and drag in the others as reinforcements. And the ship was not sunk, it was it skedaddled. And then we'll lay siege to this to stop the trade. That means that we also have to gear up this sort of this area for war. We need more troops. I think we'll take all of these, move them there. We can move this one over there, and then we can take this one, move into there, and then we got a pretty sizable force, enough for whatever they have planned to set up in Stone Dance. Yeah, do whatever there. Thing is, yes, I was gonna move a lord out there because I wanted a tower to see, sort of, to make sure that we could see if ships were coming to land on our shores here. So we'll keep a vigil out towards the sea, because there is a risk. A lot of these quick jumps has been done, I imagine, by the help of a navy. So I imagine that we need to protect against such incursions, and that means, I'm not entirely sure why I did that, that we need to see out further, as far as we can see, and make sure that we know that they're coming. Good intelligence is key. Right, so we have settled this. What we need to do is we need to settle the gardeners as well. It seems as though they are planning to go headfirst into hell rather than ceding any kind of dignity by becoming vassal. And in this case, we're going to I'm going to tell then Martel, because I was sort of, I wanted to hold back Martel a bit, because he not to say that he's overexcited about killing the lot of them, but he had a lot of plans about attacking and or murdering, assassinating, and I sort of wanted to hold him back because I wanted to sort of since I can't really compete on the level of of Bolton and Martell, I wanted to do a bit more of, say, the role playing, to be a bit more about this possible religious war. Unfortunately, I think it's going to go quite bad for me if I declare war on the Boltons. But I wanted it to be... oh, I've got a princess. Yes, she has come of age. Shireen Durrandon. She is an utter snob. She's intelligent. Natural negotiator. Of Durrandon blood, which gives her... let's see, this person belongs to the House of Durrandon, who control the Stormlands. The Durrandon banner is the crowned stag of the storm's end, black upon a golden field. The Durrandon words is, ours is the fury. Right, so I was going to marry her with my allies, House Martell, but I'm thinking maybe I can... ah, look at this. Lannister has allied himself with the House of Bolton, and House Gardner has allied himself with Stark. I believe that war is imminent. They have allied themselves with these, and so war seems to be on the horizon, which makes it even worse, because now I'm gonna have to face not only the autistically good Boltons, but the very rich Lannisters. The good thing, though, is I imagine Martell is going to be on the border with the Lannisters pretty soon, and that he will utterly crush them in a war. Which means that I probably could... I could cede a lot of land here, and I can hold, say, the bridges, and then focus in on war with the Boltons. Let's see, the thing is, it's sort of this area, dealing with the Garners, it's sort of spider in the web. Because if I go in, take this, then he goes out and he destroys the army. So what we want to do is we want to move on this. And destroy it. And it's a quite sizable force. So I'm not entirely sure what the best way of doing this. And I think this place, as I said, spider in the web, it's got reach to all these outlying places, and so I think it would be foolish to go ahead and attack or try to attack any of the outlying settlements without being assured that I would be able to escape from this. I'm gonna move there, and then this army. Huh, we can send 3 men over, and it would be nice with them get some cavalry in this army, wouldn't it? But you know what, let's go down here and retrain this unit. Kinda useless, but hey, that's what we're gonna do. An agent. Yes, we got a spy. Send him up here. I wanna see what the Boltons are up to. Do I have any more spies? That was sort of... I forgot I had him there, or the fact that I was recruiting him there. This army then should be on the way to Plumfield to attack that area. And we're gonna drag everything with us and make sure that we get here in time. And then you, on your own, can move in to make sure that's at least something there. Ah, we would want a general in charge of this, wouldn't we? Do we have Maybe I can move one of the units back. Yes, I could. Good. We don't want to leave it completely unguarded. Do I have anything to do more? No, I have the battle. That's about it. We got the army there. We got this army going there. We got these two. That's going to be next turn. It seems to be troublesome. I'm very worrisome. I've been very worrisome throughout all of this campaign. I've never really sort of felt sure. Well, a bit in this war, when I saw that Martel had a clear hold over what was going on. We've got the princess, but now the idea of marrying her with the Lannister as the ally with the Bolton seems quite foolish. So we're not going to do that. Anyways, let's go ahead and start this battle then. And get this underway. Oris Dondarrion is going to smash this force. I could out-resolve it, but it's part of the rules that you play it. I think there was a rule as well about the length of the episodes and the fact that you weren't supposed to edit them, but I think we have forgone that because few of the others, it didn't really fit their style, and since the original creator of the hot seat has left it, the rules were sort of up for change. Right, let's get our forces situated here. Let's see, what else do I have? Let's just get all of it here. The longbowmen will be sitting right along this road. I think they have range. They should have range. And then we're gonna put the Red March sergeants in charge of these rams. I'm not entirely sure how many points we have here. Maybe we have 3, so maybe we can get 3 going there. Or we have at least 2. What I can do is I can do these to open up 2 holes there, and then I can open up a 3rd over there. And we'll have more of these sergeants over here. Actually, what we'll do is we'll set the cell swords in charge of this attack. So the cell swords will come in on a flank as the sergeants will lead the attack over here. And then we have some other archers as well. We'll have to go a bit closer. Oh, do we have a mosque out there? I did not notice that, but we have, it seems, a building which looks like a mosque. Interesting. And it's not even close to really any land where you would imagine such a building, even within the universe of let's see. So this is able to fire. The other ones are not, so we're gonna move these guys up. And these will also move up. Oh, we got a bloody catapult there. Maybe we should move closer to target it. This is an interesting thing, where you tell the unit to move forward, so only part of the unit moves forward, and I'm pretty sure these guys are gonna move back then. Oh! Let's get this going, and we're gonna get the sergeants to spread out. Yeah, as I said, and then the unit moves back for some reason. It would be pretty interesting to see a shot go straight for the ram and destroy it. We are getting fired upon. Is it the tower? Or are the units firing upon us? Yes. We have some longbowmen over here and some longbowmen in there. Quite a few longbowmen actually. You know what? We're gonna enact this attack as well. I was gonna maybe hold this back, but seeing as though the catapult is gonna wreak havoc among our lines. We need to move up and deal with this. Not at all appropriate music, but what are you gonna do about it? Men-at-arms. The longbowmen are firing. What can you actually fire at? Fire at the catapult then, and then we'll see about the longbowmen being able to fire at the enemy longbowmen. And let's see our forces moving up. So we got the Red March sergeants moving up. We've got our Greenwood longbowmen. Back here we got loads and loads of sergeants. And in the flank we've got the heavy infantry, the sellswords, ready to filter in through this. My strategy I think I built my strategy too much around using the archers when I didn't have that many archers, and the fact that they had a lot of archers, which means that oh, this unit moved a bit, maybe too much forward. Standing in each other is not that good. Really want to get lots of bows, or not bows, but arrows flying. I actually was able to. I was away on a vacation, and I visited this this Iron Age fort they made, that they built up, and there was a character in there. There was a fellow in there, and you could, if you wanted to, go ahead and shoot a few arrows at some targets, and it was a lot harder to aim it than I thought. The thing though is, it didn't really show me how you're supposed to aim it. Every time I missed, he just said, "Oh, do it a little bit, you know, do it a little bit harder." And so I just pulled the string back further each time. So what I did was I planted the arrows further and further into the wood for each arrow that I fired, rather than actually being able to hit the target. To my sort of maybe not my credit is not what I'm looking to say, but as an excuse, my friend, who also fired the bow, didn't hit the target either. Well, he hit really the absolute edge of it with his very last shot. So clearly it was quite hard, although we weren't firing at a very long distance, I must say. It can't have been more than I'm not 10 meters, I would say, maybe less. And as we are doing this, I can't imagine hitting it. I have a bit of allergies, so annoying. I can't imagine hitting anything at the longer range. There goes the enemy general. That's good. Captain Otto is dead, and now the sellswords will come down upon the longbowmen. And we're done with them over there, and these guys are well and truly attacking those men, and then the rest will come in. The thing is, the bowmen at this point probably have a higher risk of hitting our own men at this point. So let's tell them to hold fire. Line up. And then we'll slowly see as the remaining force here is getting cut down to the last man. At this point, we have lost 5% of our force, while the enemy has lost 65%. That guy actually managed to fire off an arrow and kill that guy, while this here just stood there and watched. This is not what I paid you for. I paid you for to slay these soldiers, and we can just see how many troops we have compared with the enemy. I think we need to push through here because there's very few men actually holding this up from us gaining control of the center. So let's move on, charge through, storm the enemy, and now we are in command. A lot of the enemy is stuck out here, is retreating, and they're sort of getting stuck just at the edge here. Ah, he just... Ah! You saw that as he cut his bloody face off. You're standing here, you're all surrounded, and all you can see in this row is just hundreds of men ready with their spears. And this, on this side, you've got the cell swords ready to cut you apart. And we're still around about 5%, while the enemy has lost at this point 99%. I think that's the last one of them. And we are victorious. I'm not entirely sure why the sound is strange like that, but because apparently it's not like that for anyone else. And we have won the battle. Now we need to move. So Martel intends to give me Long Table for his sum, which I have given him. And I don't think he will mind if I go attack this town either. Ah! Wait, that's the wrong unit. It's Oris that need to move there. And he needs to lay the siege, and then the army should be able to join him, I think. Nope, they are just out of reach. So they'll have to move. Ah! Well, Oris could have moved here. And he could have laid the siege from there. How many can you build on your own, Oris? None. God damn it. We can actually bring in these men to help Oris, to make sure that he has time to build some stuff. And then these two can move in to secure the fort. And then this guy on the catapult can move up. And it's not the best, but what are you gonna do about it? And yes, there we have it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and post some kind of, or maybe I should wait with that, see what's going, because I'll maybe we can turn Lannister around. I would rather have had Lannister on our side. Lannister has seemed, he didn't help House Gardner at all in this struggle. He is, I mean, he's a very unreliable ally. But then we don't really know at what the alliance was about that they signed. But we can imagine the Boltons has something completely different in mind than maybe just. I believe it was some sort of agreement about the settlements on their border and who should get them and so on. So maybe that's why. So I'm not entirely sure why he didn't honor the alliance with Gardner. Because that would have really done a difference on this front. Because that could have kept me at bay, or that could have relieved a lot of the Gardner force and then moved them down. So I'm not entirely sure if Lannister is a particularly good ally. They seem to be just like in the series. They are waiting and seeing who is winning, and then they're joining the winning side. But that means they should join us! Why are they not joining my side? But yeah, there's no more moves to make, and so it's time to hand it over to House Gardner, which at this point I imagine has very little left. They do have these islands, but I imagine what's he called? Martell will be able to take good care of that. There was an idea, which I saw him speak about, which was the idea of maybe buying, say, this island. Oh, this island is actually controlled by Stark. But, like, giving away a small territory just so you can stay alive. But we'll see, we'll see. So we're laying siege to Ashford. We're gonna be able to get Long Table, hopefully for the price that I agreed upon. Now I know I sold this for I think 4,000, so 1,500 is not that much, but Long Table, I don't know. Holding it, is it that? Yeah, it is kind of important actually. But since I'm at war, the difference is when we switched hand on this, we weren't really at war with human players. So what I would do then is, if he wants more money, then I will give him more money. It's just that I want to keep some money because I'm expecting war on this border with Bolton, and I don't want to spend a load of money all over the place. We're gonna need catapults here because now I've moved all the catapults down down south. We need to make sure that we have the money. Yes. Anyways, let's go ahead and end turn then, and over to House Gardner it is.